Alright, we'll be starting up here very soon. It's been a minute since I did one of these beat building videos, but it is damn time. So we'll see how this goes. Now I got a definitely have a soft spot for anything Latin for obvious reasons when it comes to music. Definitely a lot of hidden fire within those. So now this is not the record I'm going to be sampling. I'm going to be sampling something else here pretty soon. But I did use this record for the Furcifer album. I made a battle at Amygdala using this record here. This might be it right here. But you know, in the 70s they had, you know, there was groups like Los Terrícolas. Los Terrícolas, they, you know, they have a lot of minor chords and a lot of, like a lot of organs, synthesizers and shit, and it's just like, just really, really dope music. Perfect for sampling. So, what I'm gonna be working on tonight, I've been going through my catalog as far as like, you know, my records and stuff, my collection. And last time I was in Juarez, I go to this, I frequent this place, record shop. It's like, I think there's only one in Juarez that I've found so far. Everything else is just kind of like, you know, shops and shit that have like old books, and then they'll have a little stack of records and stuff. I'll go through all those. But this is a record store, and they got just this giant wall. You know, they got expensive shit, right? So to me, it's too damn much money. But and they have the new records and all new music and stuff. But then along the wall, they got crates and crates and crates and crates of just domestic, to them, you know what I mean, domestic music that's just, you know, throughout the years just kind of got forgotten and shit. So, you know, I was going through the collections and stuff, and I found this one. Intrigued me. I don't know, I did a post on it like on Instagram or Facebook or something, but just the album cover cracked me the fuck up. These dudes are hard, man. The group is called Alpha, and each one of them, okay, they have a they have the letter, you know, spell out Alpha on their shirts, right? They got the Mexican mullets and stuff, man, which I remember, you know, like my cousins when I was little, man, they had this hair. So it's kind of like a mix between an afro and a mullet. So which was pretty. That shit was fire back in the 80s. So, but anyway, I got this record out there in Juarez, and I've had it, and I just never got to it yet, right? But now I've been going through it, and man, I found this piece, and this is what I want to chop tonight. So we're gonna get at it. Tyler, thank you for hopping on. Vero, how you doing, baby? Josh, what's good, man? Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate that. And if y'all have any questions as this goes along, please feel free to give me you know, type in some messages and stuff. Hopefully I see them all, you know what I'm saying? But I like to interact with people and stuff too. So yeah, we're gonna get on to chopping this up, and then we'll add some drums to it. But I think there's a lot of drums already in this sample piece I'm gonna use, but I still want to add it, you know what I mean? I think it would lack for sure, you know what I'm saying? Alright, now it's been a minute since I've done one of these. I used to do these every Sunday last year, and it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of support, and I really appreciate everybody that hopped on and was watching it and shit. So I rearranged my studio, as you can see. I ripped out all the damn carpet, and now I just got it all kind of like, you know, surrounding me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you very much for the share, Tyler. I much appreciate it, man. If y'all don't mind, I need to go ahead and just share this into the family. I'm going to share this onto the More Beats, Less Sleep collective group. If y'all are on and you don't know who the fuck More Beats Less Sleep is, y'all need to get woke, man. So many talented beat makers, musicians and shit in that collective. There's been so many releases within the group and everything, and give it an opportunity. Hop onto there. It's beatsleepcollective.bandcamp.com. Big shouts. Brother Candu was good. So we're going to get hopped on here in just a second. I'm just going to share this real quick. Let me put this up. All right, so now we're going to be chopping up some Alpha. That's the name of the group. Yeah, I found this in Juarez in the the bargain bin section, but their bargain bin section is the whole entire store, and just gobs and gobs of local records, from the 70s, 80s. And then this one, I don't know where this group is from. I kind of did some research on it. I paid nothing for this thing, and looks like there's not very many out there as far as, here in the States or people, collecting shit. So that's good. I'm trying to find this track. We're just going to skim through this real quick, okay? And we're going to find this. Now, I don't know. Yeah, you can't tell, or you can tell. My MPC is not on yet, right? So I'm about to start it up here in a second, and I'm starting with a clean slate. Okay, there's nothing like already saved on my MPC. I don't have the SPs on or anything. Of course, those will automatically load up sounds and shit, but we're not going to use any sounds off of them. If anything, we're probably going to use some effects or something on that if we need to. But we want to get into the foundation of building the beat, right? So let's play this sucker right quick.
Eso que llaman amor, mi corazón lo sintió, no más contigo.
We're gonna move on. I'm just kind of skim through these real quick so you can kind of get a feel what this band is like. That's some traditional type of, almost Tejano type of music. But then they have some of these like rock grooves. See, these are the kind of jams that I like from the 70s. Mexican music, Latin music, a lot of these groups from Latin America, they had a lot of these minor chords. Listen to that shit. Minor chords, synthesizers, organ sounds. To me, it just sounds dope, and I love chopping that kind of stuff up. I heard that breakdown. That sounds good. I'm just going to go back and listen to that real quick. Y'all let me know if you can hear this, okay? I just need to make sure that my volumes are okay. Yeah, that's dope. I like that. Okay, we're gonna move on. That ain't the sample. That's some more traditional stuff. It's really strange because you'll hear some of these songs, right? Kind of like I don't know, man. I don't know really how to explain what these songs are like. Of course, this stuff right here is like, it's not even cumbia, but it's more traditional, you know what I mean? Mexican music. Okay, it's not on that side. Ali, thank you for hopping on, man. Irvin, what's good, man? Thank y'all for hopping on. We're going to get into the chopping this beat. I just got to find this sample part real quick. I got to find the song because I can't remember what song it was on this record. But this record, just to recap, I got in Ciudad Juarez. I got it, I think, this summer. And I just now started going through it today. and I found this fucking part that is fire, and I cannot wait to chop this thing up and see what I can do with it. Just so y'all know, all you cats using them birds and shit, right? On the lo-fi hip-hop tracks. Alpha did it in '76. What's up? Got bird chirps and shit. And these drum beats are good too, listen. You hear that synth on that breakdown? That's a pretty dope track. I'll probably go back and sample that later, some other day. Kind of like, you know, a little bit of throwback 50s, early 60s type of music, right? There was a lot of that stuff is really popular in the 80s, 70s in Mexican music. Bronco did it. Liberacion, they do a lot of those kind of styles. This is the track right here. Yeah. Yeah, these records are fire, man. For real. You know what's strange is this track right here, it's all in English. And at the very end, he says it in Spanish. And that's the part we're going to jump into. I'll just play this track for just a little bit, and then we'll get into sampling it. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my MPC.
Though you don't need him, he'll wait forever for you to say come in. 'Cause no one else would do if he cannot have you. He'll walk the road alone and never ever home. He'll never sell the sky. He'll never even try.
Okay, now I'm going into the sample mode in my MPC, and now you're hearing the record going into my little mixer and then out into my MPC. So I like to run synthesizers, I like to run my records into this mixer before I go into the MPC. The reason why I do that is because I want to be able to EQ it, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to EQ what I got going sampling in, so I try and think ahead before I go ahead and sample. I want to think like, well, what am I going to do? Like if I like a sample, do I think it's going to be part of the actual beat, like as far as percussives? That way, if it is, then I need to keep some of the bass in, right? Or the bass line. Well, I wanted to accent that by boosting the low end on that bass. If not, and I want it to more like of a melody and shit, well, now I'll roll down the bass or turn it off completely and maybe roll up a little bit of the highs, maybe some of the mids, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy, what's good, man? Thank you for hopping on, man. So that's why I run this record into, or any record that I sample, I run them into the MPC first. There it is. Listen to that shit. That shit's fuck. Here, let me go back because I was talking too damn much.
Alguien te quiere.
Woo. That shit's gonna be fire. Alright, so let's go back. Now we're gonna actually sample that.
Alguien te quiere.
Damn, I'm gonna have to do it over again. I need it longer. Weekend full of choral music. I need some beats right now. Hey, man, thank you. Well, hopefully I will satisfy. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, well, then you're just fucking shit out of luck, man. My bad. Tristan, what's up, man? Grumpy Snorlax, man, in the house. Daniel, thank you, man, for hopping on. I appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to up the sample time. I recorded that. I sampled it, but I had 10 seconds. I need a little bit longer than 10 seconds to actually get the entire sample, okay? And then from what I'll do from there is maybe chop it in half, and then I'll take 2 samples of that, and then I will actually start chopping, you know, more, you know, 16 steps or something like that. Oh, man, as you can see, I rearranged my studio. That took about 2 damn weeks. I ripped out the carpet out of my studio, and now I'm ready to do some work, man. My wife and kids, I miss them dearly. They're out of town. They're out of town right now. So I have a little bit of an opportunity to you know, do a handful of music all night and not sleep and then go to work. So I'm going to try and get as much work in as possible when it comes to this music.
You'll never sell the sky. You'll never even try. Not without you. Alguien te quiere.
And done. Okay, so now I need to break it up and see what I can figure out, you know what I mean? I wish I had that work ethic. Well, you can not sleep and never think straight constantly. That's the kind of work ethic I have. No, I constantly try and stay busy, man. Drives my wife crazy, but she loves me. Okay, so now we're going to go into the actual sample that I just did. Check. I should have named it, man. But oh well. I'll name it here in just a second. So let's listen to this sample that I just took.
Alguien te quiere.
I don't know if y'all hearing it, but I'm fucking feeling this. I am feeling this. Onion bagels. Actually, I think I had an onion bagel this morning. I'm going to repeat this a little bit, okay, so I can get this vibe and try and think of what I'm going to do. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the bass is pretty heavy, so I think I'm going to keep this. Like, there's a lot of percussion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and compress it and see what it sounds like compressed real quick, okay? Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, no big deal, man. I'm going to be here for fucking ever, so don't worry. I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh, and what's good, man? Thank you for hopping on. Yeah, man, this is fucking 20, 30 years, okay? So don't think I just shat this shit out, you know, overnight, or came across some stuff, or, you know, I've been dipping or some shit like that. Nah, man, this is 30 years of hard-ass work and spending it. Insomniac team, keep it up. I'm going to be following close now. Hey, Danielle, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Well, let's see if I can do this, huh? See, I can never touch samples like this. So much going on. Well, the whole thing is, like, I don't necessarily like to keep them in a loop. I like to actually chop them up and dissect them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to it. Now, this is a very long loop, and as you can see, it rotates twice, right? You got that one. There's one. 2. Hell yeah. And then done. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to... I may need that that last part, even though it's like in a different key. I might keep that, so I'm not going to just completely take that out. If you're not familiar with an MPC 2000 XL or 2000, whenever you go in and you start trimming shit down, well, you can go in there and start erasing stuff, right? So you discard whatever section you don't want. Well, once it's discarded, it ain't coming back. Okay, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to keep that last part. So what I need to do then is, what the hell is this?
Alguien te quiere. Alguien te quiere.
I think this was only 10 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to erase that one. And before I get started, I made a massive mistake one time on a zip drive, and I didn't name my samples, and all I did was just go to default. Well, it's sound 1, sound 2, sound 3, and then the next fucking day I went in and started doing a whole new beat, and the one I did, I was really feeling that beat, and I started naming it, just didn't even name it, and just sound 1, sound 2, sound 3. Well, it overrode those other samples. I think I selected something wrong, but I don't know, man, but it just replaced everything. So when I loaded up that one beat, it was playing the pattern, but it was all the sounds from the ones that I sampled the next day, and I was so fucking weak on that, man. So there we go. Funny thing is that it's a perfect loop. Sometimes changing is detrimental. Not here, but I'd find a rare loop and chop. Yeah, for sure, man. I understand. Well, we'll see, because I think I really have a good idea of what I want to do with this sample. Okay, I want to make it more of my own. You know what I mean? All right, so let me go in to start doing work now. First things first, I need to name this. I need to name this sample here. So bear with me. You know, I painted my my MPC, the casing on it, just fucking black. Well, on each of the pads, it tells you the letters and shit, right? So now I'm just fumbling around trying to figure out which one's what. You know what I mean? I guess if I knew my alphabet, I would be a lot quicker at this. But apparently I don't. You know what I'm saying? Or I just I've had this damn thing for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And I still don't know what from what. You know what I mean? That's damn sad, man. But this is my right-hand man. I mean, this thing has been with me for so long, and I'm just so used to my whole workflow just revolves around this MPC. Okay. Now that I've named it, I can start being comfortable discarding and copying and making new parts of it. You know what I'm saying? New to MPC style sample chopping. Looking forward to this. Peace from London. Yo, Dan, thank you for hopping on, man. I hope I can follow through and you like what you hear. You know what I'm saying? That MPC is 20 years. Well, this is a 2000 XL. I think they were released in 99. Yeah, 1999. And no, 97. An XL was released in 97, but I didn't get mine until like 2000. I remember I went to a place here in the city. Oklahoma City is where I hail. And I went to a place downtown, and they were stupid enough to loan me money. It was like a loan place. You know, it wasn't a paycheck loan place, but it was a loan place. And I went and got $1,300, and I went straight down to Guitar Center, and I bought this. And this is it's been with me ever since. You know what I'm saying? I know nothing of hardware. Mr. Daw over here so far, but I'm still wet behind the ears, only in a bit, over a year making tunes. Yo, Owen, hey, anything is, no matter what you use, what's important is that you're going to make something that you're happy with, you know what I'm saying, and just use it to your potential. Also, like with me, when it comes to DAW, I use it more like a tape recorder. And the reason why is because it's just my personality, man. And I think because once I go into DAW, you know, I've done a lot of experimental electronic music too over the years. like a lot of stuff that's more in the style of, I don't know, man, like Aphex Twin and Chris Clark, Square Pusher, that kind of shit, right? So when I'm going into a DAW and everything, there's just so much you can do with it, and I just take forever to get anything done. You know what I'm saying? So I have, 17 years of that style of music in DAW that's not even finished, okay? And I'm talking about a lot of tracks that's just not even done because I never got done with it. Like, I always try and change up shit, you know what I mean, and just never get done. But at least with my brainchild, which is the MPC, I've done more music since I got back into an MPC, and this was New Year's Day 2017 was when I hopped back on an MPC, and I haven't looked back, man. I haven't even messed with a DAW. The only time I mess with a DAW is when I'm ready to dump any of my tracks down onto there, and I use it like a tape recorder. You know what I'm saying? So I'll maybe add a little bit of EQ, some limiting or compression and shit, you know what I mean, for mastering or whatever, and that's it. So I try and stay away from it as much as possible because it's really helped me a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that's just me, you know what I'm saying? If you're good at it, and believe me, man, there's people making great music, of course, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Way better music than what I can ever do, you know what I'm saying, on the DAW. But that's just not my personality. So y'all do what you do, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to go into a hardware and stuff, that's another thing too. I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily materialistic, but there's just something inspirational about me being able to touch and feel all this shit, you know what I'm saying? To go in here and start manipulating stuff on a keyboard or on the MPC, it's just more hands-on to me, and that's just the way my personality is, you know what I'm saying? Matthew, what is good, man? How you doing, bro? All right, so let me go into, I'm going to make a copy of this sample that I did. That's a long sample. Okay, so now that I've copied that, now I have the liberty. I'll have an original, I have a copy, and I'm going to start cutting that copy. And I always keep the original just in case, but I also erase stuff too, so that way I just, save memory on my MPC. All right, so I'm going to do the halfway point before it goes into the second breakdown. We're going to start with the first sample, which is the first bar. What I'm doing right now is scrolling, using the wheel to scroll over where I want it to end.
Alguien te quiere.
I want to stop right before that guitar comes in again.
Alguien te quiere.
Okay. Now that I know where that point is, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make a copy of this one. And what it's going to do is it's going to save on the other copy, which this is now number 3, sample number 3, and I'll already have that point where I can start moving forward. So now I'm going to go back to the one I just copied, and I'm going to discard all the rest of that sample. So now all I have is this. Jeremy, I'm gonna keep it don it, and don it, and don it well. Alright, man. Alright, L. That's funny, man. Nice. Yeah, man, I get a strong hardware roots vibe from you. I've been fascinated with FL Studio. It's fun to use software and try to replicate hardware effects and feel. Yeah, I get it, man. And it's not just that, man, but yo, I mean, it took me 30 years to have all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. It's like, I don't have the scrap right now. If I lost all this shit, I would not have the money to replace it all. I wouldn't, man. And I would have to go to a DAW. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. And as advanced as, digital technology is now, shit, man, why not? You know what I'm saying? So, don't let anybody shit on you for using a DAW. You know what I'm saying? But everyone just has a different personality, and fortunately, I'm blessed. Or I'm not necessarily just being blessed, I just worked my fucking ass off and got this and got what I want. You know what I'm saying? You eager to see where you start chopping. Yeah, I'm about to start chopping. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop talking now, and we're just gonna get to chopping now, right? Same here, dude. There's a place at the table for us too. Yeah, man, for real. Okay, so what I think, this has got the vocal in it, right? I think what I'm going to do is, let me show you, okay? I'm going to move where he says, alguien te quiere, which means, somebody loves you. When he says that, I'm going to take that out. Because what I'm thinking is this. You hear that vibrato? Fuck yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that part chopped with the second part that has no vocal on it. Okay, that's my thought in it. What I'm doing is I'm following along with my pads before I make the chop, because I wanted to see how many pads that is. That's 12 pads if I'm going to do it, like, I guess, in quarter notes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I think that's good. So before I make this chop, I'm gonna copy this again, because I think I want to use alguien te before he says quiere. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna copy this just in case I want to go back and use that alguien te, because what I'm going to use right now is just the quiere part. Okay, now I'm going to go into the zone, okay, and the zone on the MPC is where I can start going in there and start chopping everything, you know what I'm saying? So this is 12. This is it's going to be 12 steps and not 16 zones. So I'm going to move it from 16, which is my default on my MPC, and move it down to 12. So now, in theory, since I've now selected 12, it should be chopped pretty close to what I want already. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think that's I think that'll work out, man. What I'm doing, I'm listening to the actual hits, like of the snare, or that, that close snare, and the kicks and stuff, to make sure that it's not perfectly, right there when you hit the pad, but maybe just a little bit before. You know what I'm saying? Everything you're doing only visible on the MPC screen, nothing portrayed on your Mac. No. The only reason why I got my computer on is so I can see what y'all are typing. It's not even connected to my computer. This is all just straight this shit here. You know what I mean? Through mixers and everything, and then it's being fed into my iPhone. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and chop this and see what this shit sounds like. So now that I've got it, I've already chopped it, and now I got to go in there and start assigning it to pads and just kind of get an idea. Hopefully, it's what I envision in my mind to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm assigning all these pads to the sounds that are chopped. So here in a second, I'll be able to play it out. And I'll start messing with it to get a quick idea, and I want to get right away. I don't want to go too deep into to doing it, messing with this. I want to go in and start chopping up all those other ones before I, spend hours trying to just kind of perfect this part. Let's see, so that was 15. Oh shit, yeah. I'm so excited for this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and listen to see what this sounds like when I drop it down. I'm going to tune it down. And I'm going to tune it down 30 values. That's what I do always. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Damn, I got to split for a bit. Hey, no problem, man. You do your thing, man. I'll be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Sounds promising. Fuck yeah, it does, man. I'm really excited about it. Man, I would love to be able to sit down in the flesh with a person like you. It would be such a valuable experience. Hey, it really is, man. And I really appreciate that. I think you give me way too damn much credit. You know what I'm saying? Because deep down inside, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just know what I feel and just enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's very rewarding, to be able to feed back and forth with people. And that's really sad, where I live and shit, because there's not really very many people around here that like the kind of shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? So at least I get to connect with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Online and shit. It ain't the same though. You know what I mean? Okay, so now that let's listen to what, that's original, and I'm gonna listen to 30. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm ready to make all these 30. And mono. My MPC automatically keeps them in poly mode, which means that it will play the sample over again on top of itself in poly mode, right? And I don't want to do that because I like to be able to do a double stop, or I don't know what the fuck it's called, like that. Oh, you hear that shit right here? That's what I'm talking about. So that second part, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna mix that second part that has none of these vocals in with the parts that are vocals. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll sound fucking dope. You know what I mean? Sushi Leaf needs to learn. Hey man, you got some dope stuff, man. So I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna just drop it down. I'm gonna drop it down a little bit more. Oh, hell yeah, man. I can't wait for this shit. All right. Woo! Damn, man. I'm excited for this shit. All right, so Let me raise it up one more 10 values. Okay, that's negative 60. So it means it dropped it down 60 values. I'm tuning it down, 60 values. Do you almost always chop your samples into quarter notes? Damn near. I really do. So that way I can go in there and start. That's really nothing compared to like junglists, people who are doing jungle beats or IDM and shit like that. They really dissect the fuck out of some stuff. But I typically do like quarter notes. You know what I'm saying? So that way it gives me a lot of room to breathe. I don't like to just play a loop over and over again. And that's just not my style. You know what I'm saying? I like to go in there and really manipulate the shit. I think I like negative 50 better there. Okay, I need to stop because I'm going to start doing this and you'll watch me do this shit for fucking 2 hours. So I'm going to go in and start chopping up the other half. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm mad excited for this. I don't know what it sounds like out there. It might sound like shit, but I'm digging the hell out of it. I haven't even added drums, man. I haven't even sampled any drums yet. You know what I'm saying? So this shit's got a lot of percussion in it already. You know what I'm saying? Okay, stop. Yeah, that's that one.
Alguien te quiere, quiere, quiere. Alguien te quiere.
Bear with me. I'm trying to find my sample here. It's got the second half of it.
Alguien te quiere.
Oh boy, I can't wait to mess with that guitar. Because I can already, I can kind of hear what it sounds like if it was like backwards. And it's not that I'm going to reverse it. But when you chop up shit, now you're able to like play it backwards, but it's not like reversed. You know what I'm saying? It sounds so dope, man, when I love doing that kind of stuff. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for existing, Alpha. I appreciate that. I'm so hot about this record right now, man. I'm so happy about it. I heard this shit. I was, like I said, I was going through my records this morning, right? And I hadn't listened to this record yet. You know what I'm saying? So I got this in Ciudad Juarez. This is some kind of band out in Mexico. From the 70s, and yeah, the album cover just looked really interesting to me because these cats, man, they were the kings, you know what I mean, back in the day. So that's the only reason why I got it. I have never heard that shit before, and then I just finally spun it today while I was going through my my record collection and stuff, and damn, man, this shit's great. See, you get a sense. Let's see, where we at? You almost all okay. Owen says, I appreciate that, Owen. Thank you, man. I get a sense that it's probably easy to get lost in pads and just start freestyling. Yes, it is, man, for real. So you're saying that you put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it? That's right, Jeremy. Owen says, so I've been wanting to watch this process for a long time. I see videos of people who just hit like 4 of the pads and have a massive beat, and I'm thinking, okay, how did you come up with all, would you come together though? Always got the impression that not much effort went into it. No, man, it just depends, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just get lucky as hell and you find just this fire-ass loop, and maybe that's all it needs, just the loop, you know what I'm saying? I got a track that I'm working on, Jan, and it's the first loop that I've ever used that's going to be on a release, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that good. I don't need to do anything else to it, but I got a lot more elements on top of it, but I didn't chop that loop up, you know what I'm saying? But that's the only one I've ever done, and I guess that's because that's the only one that I've come across that I wanted to use, that just didn't feel like it needed much. You hear that at the beginning? Well, that bass hits hard on that. And when tuned down, it's going to be deep. Yeah, buddy. I'm just kind of trimming down the edges a little bit, okay? Because I need that beginning one to hit hard. You know what I'm saying? That beginning kick. That needs to be pretty prominent, you know, dominant, you know what I'm saying? Nice little rim. Hell yeah, I like these rim traps. I don't know if I'm one of those wood block things. Yeah. Well, I think what he's doing is, you know, if you ever seen anybody play the drums, you can take your stick, and if you lay it on top of the snare drum and you're just using it and you're hitting the snare, but with the stick, and with that stick is hitting that rim. You know what I'm saying? That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah, that's what that is. I love that shit. Oh, yes. God dang, man. I can't wait to chop this up. Okay, so this one is probably all 16 pads. Yeah. Okay, so I need to trim that down. That last bit is going to kind of fuck it up a little bit, so I'm going to trim that out. Let's listen to that again. Following it with my pad so I know where I'm at. Okay, I think that'll work. I can lower the volume at the end of that sample, you know what I'm saying? Eric, thank you for hopping on, man. I appreciate that. Are you going to split it into separate samples starting on the bass? I don't know yet, man. I'm going to chop all this up, and then I'm going to start mixing it with the other part that I just did, and it'll happen in about just 2 minutes as soon as I go into the zone and chop all these samples up. Okay, so first thing, I used 12 zones on the first part, but this one's 16 zones because it used up all 16 pads as I was following along. I do this every time. If I'm going to chop something up, I follow the sample thinking of where I'm going to be at so I know how many pads there are, and really I'm listening and, you know, feeling as I'm going along to see where I want those sounds to be. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I'm going to go in and listen to... You hear that that rim hit doesn't really sound out. I'm going to roll it back a little bit. Well, there's a pretty heavy bass going on, you know what I'm saying? Dang, man, I got some wife aggro. I'll have to check back. Hey, no big deal, man. You hop on. Obviously, I haven't even gotten into actually making the beat yet. I've been in love with this damn sample so much and fucking with it. It's taken that long to get that, you know what I'm saying? So don't worry. I really appreciate you hopping on, Owen. Amazing stuff. I don't get to catch. If I don't get to catch more, I got to figure out how to catch you next time. Hey, it'll be on here. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it saved and stuff, and I'll actually copy this once I get done with it and put it on YouTube as well. Backwards rim sample. Yeah, that might sound dope too, man. And since I'm chopping all this up, I can probably just use one where it's a reverse or something. We'll listen and see what it's like. You know what I'm saying? That's much better. That's a good dominant rim hit. All right, so now is the moment of truth. I'm going to actually slice these sounds now. So now it's being sliced. So now I have the first part, and for y'all that have been hopping on recently, I'll show you what I was talking about. So you heard the sample, right? And he had, let me go back. In the very beginning, he sings, right? He says, "Alguien te quiere." That ain't it. Man, motherfucker, where is it? There it is. So I have that, and then I have the other part. So I was just kind of fucking with it, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm let me. How am I gonna do this? Okay, I think what I want is the chopped parts of the other one first. So how am I gonna sign this? Because I'm gonna mix them both. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have them kind of intertwined together. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that one. I'm going to move these up a little bit. I think it's too deep. Yeah, probably -40. I had it at -50, which means I tuned it down to -50 on my Akai on these samples. But I think it's a little too deep, maybe 40. Okay, so man. Should be hitting hard. Hell yeah. Okay, so now I need to mix the rest of those though. Okay, let me first assign all the 16 pads first. JT, what's good, man? Okay, come on, baby. Okay, so let's see. Got home from the gig. Hey, how was it, man? Magician. Hey, thanks, man. Okay, so now we're gonna mix the vocal samples. So now I gotta think. I think these are fucking fire. Those need to stay where they're at. I think if I added some of the other bits. Let's see. Right there. Okay, so let me go in here. Dan, yeah, I hope this is gonna turn out, man. I'm so damn excited for this. I was excited about this sample, so I'm really trying to think of how to do this. Gotta find a rim hit. That one's weak. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if I need those there. I need a here and a kick. And a kick, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, I'm liking this, man. It sounds like some dope RZA shit. Hey. Actually, that's a big ass compliment, man. Thanks. David, what is good, man? How the fuck have you been, David? Thank you for hopping on. I really appreciate that, man. Okay. Obviously, I really like that, but I need to kind of. Okay. I'm trying to find the right, the right sounds for each pad and everything, and I'm gonna kind of mix it up a little bit, and that's what I really wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, no big deal. Thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate you hopping on, man. Yeah. Okay. I think let's make a sequence real quick, and that way I can start fucking with other shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like 175 or something like that. Let's see. Sounds like 175 to me as far as the tempo. A little too slow. We'll try 185. I don't like repeating it. That sounded bad. Damn it. Oh shit, man, I forgot. I need to make, see, that was 2 bars. I guess 8 bars would do. You know what I mean? Damn it. Man, you know what? Damn. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this beat, but I think it's too damn loud. I think all the shit. Let me go back and to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, we're gonna listen to the original song. Come on, baby. Check, check, check. Okay, so I'm going to go to this original song, and we're going to... I can't believe I did this.
Never sell the sky, you'll never even try. Not without you.
This is in stereo mode. See? This is what I fucking need right here. Okay, so what I did was I sampled it in stereo mode, right? And I thought that the the keyboards, which is supposed to be like strings and shit, but those are keyboards. I thought they were a little too loud. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted more of the low end. And sometimes, like in the old school records, it's a little bit more dominant on one channel. Well, this is exactly the case on this record. So the left channel has less of the strings and less of the guitar and more of the drums and more of the bass. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is the left channel. This is the right channel here. You can hear there's a lot more mids, a lot more guitar. Here's the left channel.
Alguien te quiere.
Right now. See what I'm saying? I know for sure that what I'm gonna do is we're gonna finish this beat. Okay, I'm gonna add some drums to it. I'm going to finish the beat, but I know for a fact I'm going to go back and resample all that shit I just did and do it in just the left channel. So that way I have more of the drums and the kick and the snare and not as much of the strings. Okay, I'll do that. Not subjugate your asses to it, you know what I'm saying, since you're so kind to watch this shit live, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna find some drums now, so we're gonna find. I need some pretty good ones. Yeah, I'm gonna isolate that shit, but I'll do it later, man. I'm not gonna have y'all watch me do all that shit over again. You know what I'm saying? I'll go back after we're done. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tonight for sure because I'm really digging the way this sounds. But I need some drums now, and then I'll add some bass, and I think we'll call it a wrap. So. Let me put up the alpha record. I'm going to bring another record for some samples. I'm probably going to do something pretty simple, just some good solid hits. I'm going to try out one of my favorite ones. Phoenix, thank you for hopping on, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's pretty damn stout. It's pretty damn stout. Not nearly enough though, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is Gypsy. This is a really good break. This whole record is actually really, really good, man. A lot of solid musicians, and I've followed back on the drummer on here because he used to play for I think Sly. I think he used to play for Sly Stone. And then they came up with this band, I think, after that. And there's a couple of records that they did, and they're pretty damn good. I'm trying to find the name of the song. trying to look back on here for the drummer, man. Jonathan Thomas. He's asking what's the name of the drummer. This is my break right here, boy. This song's so dope. That's like one of my favorite breaks, man. Turn that gate down.
When I was a boy, a wise man said.
Yo, Google that shit, man, because I don't see it on here. I'm trying to find it, man, but just, look up. The name of the band is Gypsy, and I can't remember his damn name. You had to ask me, you know what I'm saying? Put me out on the spot. But for real, man, super talented dude, super talented drummer. And he's been in a lot of different projects, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now let's sample one of my favorite breaks. Yo, I don't know how long my phone's gonna last. Because I got one of them new stupid ass iPhones that has where you have to use the adapter for the audio out, and then you can't even charge the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So it's just draining a battery, and I got no other choice. I want to have an adapter where I can use both, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how much longer I got, but we're going to keep going, okay? I really want to add drums, and I want to add a bass line to this beat, and then I'll call it a wrap.
When I was
Okay, now I'm going to name this. Check the drum break on Black Buttermilk by Cool and Gang. Oh, hell yeah, man. They, I think I have that record, man. If not, I've definitely sampled it. Maybe, like in Digi-Dig. But I like these drums because they're just so damn clean, and I can do a lot to them. You know what I'm saying? It has good low end. It has a great snare. The hi-hats are hi-hats that I like. I can cut it where I can just use the one hit, or I can use the anda. You know what I'm saying? I like to be able to use either one. And this has always been a great break. Keep. Shit, it might be the whole thing. Let me just play the whole thing. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of that too. because I want that in the beginning. I might be able to use that later too. So I'm not going to go back to the original one. 19.817. Talking out loud to myself. I might want to keep that, you know what I'm saying? Might keep this. Yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to chop that down just to save sample time, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to go into this other one. Cut this. Alright, so I'm going to chop it. 16 steps. Make sure my chops are okay. Hey, no big deal, Jonathan. Thank you for hopping on, man. I appreciate that. I'll probably be back on. I'll be doing this more often, or as much as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna chop that out. We're gonna add some drums to the beat I just made. So now I'm gonna assign these pads. Or I assign the sounds to all these pads. I'm in bank C now on my MPC, okay? I don't have anything on bank B, like any sounds assigned to bank B, but I'm gonna leave it open just in case I want to use the actual track, you know what I'm saying? That shit, you know what I'm saying? I might do it on the other one. On bank B, so I'm gonna use bank C for the drums. Okay, so now I'm gonna start manipulating the drums just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the hi-hats are pretty loud, but fortunately I can turn those motherfuckers down. And it's the reason why they're loud is because I have this whole thing squashed, you know what I'm saying? It's compressed. But it sounds too damn loud right now, but when I start mixing it with the song and shit, it won't sound that way. That one, I want that kick to be dominant, the one that comes in later. So what I'm going to do is instead of bring the whole volume down on that one, I just want the volume of the hi-hat to be less. I don't need them. Okay, let me start fucking with the beat. So I think I have a melody already, right? Alright, so now I'm gonna just kind of mess with these drums and see what I can do. Try to find another kick, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter them down. Okay, I'm going to go back. I'm going to make this 16 steps, 16 bars instead of 8. So I'm going to double the time of this actual sequence. So let's see how many times I'm going to fuck up before I get it done right on this part. Yo, brother Can Do, what's good, man? Fuck. Ah, damn. I thought I was doing something. I thought I was doing it right, and it wasn't. It was me from the beginning of the other one. what I'm going to do, I have 8 bars only, okay? And now I'm going to change it to 16 bars. You know what I'm saying? So I can have a different rundown. So there's going to be that one rundown where it goes, and then I'm going to make the second one, the last part. Okay, so. Thanks, man. Fuck was that? That was me playing fucking off time, huh? Let me move forward here real quick. We'll go to the last bar right here. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro. Okay, so I got that sequence done. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sequence number 2. That's sequence number 1. 16 bars. But I'm going to. But I need another one that's like 8 bars, because I was thinking about doing like a. Some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll do that later. Let's just do this one sequence, man. Let's add the drums now. Okay, I need to turn down all these because I want that other kick that I'm going to add on here to kind of suck it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to suck the sound because I have the compression off. So I'm turning the volume down on my MPC of all the actual sound. Because in theory, it should engage my kick. Yeah. That snare's too damn loud. It needs to be a little bit tuned up a little bit more. Turn down the bass of my voice. So I'm gonna turn down or tune this snare higher. Probably kill that hi-hat. There we go. Okay, so let me go into track 2, and then I don't think it needs any more bass. That shit is bass fucking heavy. You know what I'm saying? snare right there, didn't it? Okay, so some of these I want to sound a little bit more Hey, Jumore, what's up, man? It's been a minute, has it? Yeah, no shit, man, huh? East Coast MC. This feels like an East Coast MC, huh? Yeah, I'm digging the way this is sounding, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Mr. Moore, he's in the UK, yo. I'm going to kind of manipulate a little bit. Instead of using like effects here, I'm going to go ahead and filter a little bit of these right here. Aw, man. That's a good snap. It's the same fucking snap. I have one more thing to do on this track, and then I'm going to be good as far as my live session. And as soon as I'm done with this live session, I'm going right the fuck back, and I'm going to change out a few things on it that I'm already listening to. But let's see, first things first, where am I? I'm looking for some particular samples here that I do. Fucking poly mode, man. I hate poly mode. Fucking hate poly tracks here. I'm going to use these for a little bit of bits and pieces into the beat, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this session, dude. I'm pretty happy with this fucking beat. I love that loop, man. So I'm going to work on it some more, of course. I need a fucking MC on this one for sure. Well, what do y'all think, man? Hassan, thank you for hopping on, man. You can hey, thank you for asking, Owen. You can hop on to chameleonsessions.com or chameleonsessions.bandcamp.com. I got a couple of full-length releases, some singles and shit on there, and they're all different, styles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Masushu is more like this. You know what I'm saying? This is a Masushu beat. Like, that's why I call myself Chameleon Sessions, because I have a bunch of different styles. So, but my first release was Veiled Scales, and this is definitely a Masushu style beat. And then Furcifer, kind of like, it's still hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But it's more, a little bit more electronic shit to it as well, you know what I'm saying? And you can check it out. Just chameleonsessions.bandcamp.com. Furcifer is it's a One of All of Your Children. It's a concept album, and then Masushu is just a straight up beat tape. My next album that I got coming up that I've been working on is Jan, Beats by Jan, and she's also got a different style. You know what I'm saying? Jan, she likes that Latin shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot more upbeat and positive kind of feel. Like this has that minor. You know what I'm saying? And Jan's got more of the major notes. You know, if that makes any fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for asking, Owen. I appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna put the I'm just gonna leave the beat on, and then I'm just gonna play with it real quick. Yeah, like that. Trying to do some shit. It didn't work out right, did it? That's pretty dopey. I like this. Shit, I could be doing that all damn night. I'm going to be doing that all damn night. So, hey, I appreciate y'all hopping on, man. I'm going to go ahead and let it play while I turn this shit off. So, peace. Thank you for hopping on, man. How long have I been online? Probably too damn long, huh? But anyway, hey, much love. Appreciate everybody that hopped on, man. I really appreciate the support. And I'll play this out, and I'm going to start working on it as soon as I get off again. So, Peace, 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 peace.